Welcome, fourth graders. It's day 5 of the daily number workout. So let's get started. So the first thing we're looking at today is, of course, the word form of the number 5. So let me find my word form. So of course, 5 is F-I-V-E. All right, let's find the factors of 5. So it is 1 times 5 equals 5. Does 2 go into 5? Well, it doesn't because 5 is an odd number. So let's go ahead and write up here at the top. It's not even, it's odd. So 2 doesn't go into 5. And if we ask ourselves, 3 go into 5, well, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, so it passes up the 5. And then 4 does not go into 5 because it's right next door. So let's go ahead and that's it, all the factors. And since there's only factor of 1 in itself, it is prime. So right up here, prime. All right, so let's get into addition with our number for today. I'm going to slide this up so you can see it better. All right, we're going to add 5 to every number up to 10. And it's just good practice. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 5 plus 4 equals 9. 5 plus 5 equals 10. 5 plus 6 equals 11. 5 plus 7 equals 12. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 5 plus 9 equals 14. And 5 plus 10 equals 15. And so doing these over and over like we are doing them is going to help you remember them. You should know them that quickly. All right, let's do subtraction. And of course, we're going to subtract from 10 with this number. So it's 10 minus 5 equals 5. And we can actually come down here and find the 10 and see what the correlated addition problem that matches up with this. So these two, 5 plus 5 is 10. Remember, subtraction is addition backwards. So then we have 9 minus 5 equals 4, which we can find right here. So we can reference our addition to solve our subtraction, but we should get really good at it. 8 minus 5 equals 3. 7 minus 5 equals 2. 6 minus 5 equals 1. And 5 minus 5 equals 0. And we're going to stop at 0. All right, let's go on to multiplication. And we've talked about different ways to do the multiplication. When we get to bigger numbers, we are going to need to have some problem-solving strategies here. So let's go ahead and do 5 times 1 equals 5. 5 times 2 equals 10. 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 times 4 equals 20. 5 times 5 equals 25. Okay, so actually we're counting by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 times 6 equals 30. And if we needed to, we could come over here and do 5 plus 5. So 2 5s is 10. Plus 5. 3 5s is 15. Plus 5. 4 5s are 20. Plus 5. 5 5s are 25. And we can keep going on like that. 6 5s are 30. Then 5 times 7 is 5 more 5s, which is 35. 5 more. And then 5 times 8 equals 40. 5 times 9 equals 45. 5 times 10 equals 50. All right, and remember that all of these numbers here are considered multiples, multiples of 5. And they go on for infinity. Goodness. All right. So let's move it on to our next category, which is division. So I'm going to collect up my cards here so I can move this up without them falling on the floor. All right. Let's go into our division. So I'm just going to lay this right here, and we're going to draw our division problem here, which is 100 divided by 5. All right, so 5 doesn't go into 1, so we put a 1 in that place. We always want to line up all of our place values. So then we ask ourselves, does 5 go into 10? It sure does. 5 goes into 10 2 whole times, and we make sure we put that right over that, line it up with that 0. And then we ask ourselves, remember, we're working in circles when we were doing a long division. So 2 times 5 is 10. We write it right here. And now we're going to do subtraction. So we do multiplication and subtraction with division. So 10 minus 10 is 0. So 5 doesn't go into 0. So we know that that column is done. So then we drop down the next place value, which is 0. And 5 goes into 0 times. And there's nothing else to drop down. And there's nothing to multiply. So that's our answer. 5 goes into 120 times. So we know that there's 20 nickels in a dollar. That makes sense. You know, a lot of times we have to use what we know in our head to connect the dots. So here we go, our division. All right, let's go to our measurement. And we know that inches, feet, and yards are the standard form. We're talking today 5 inches. And it takes 12 inches to make a foot. So this is 5 out of the 12. So we have 5/12 of a foot. I'm doing the abbreviation here. And we know we need 36 inches to make a yard. So this is 5 out of the 36. So it is a part of a yard, part of a foot, but 5 whole inches. Looking good. Let's go on to centimeters, decimeters, and meters. So today, of course, we have 5 centimeters, and that's the abbreviation, which equals 5 out of 10. It takes 10 centimeters to make a decimeter. So we have 5/10, and 5 is half a 10. So guess what? 5 centimeters is 1/2 of a decimeter. And that would be 5 out of 100 meters. So 5/100ths of a meter. And 5 goes into 100. Well, we won't talk about that. We'll do that next year. I can get crazy with my math, so I'll back off there. All right, let's go on to our next type of measurement, which is ounces, cups, pints, quarts, and gallons. All right, so today we have 5 ounces, and it's abbreviated OZ, and that equals 5/8 of a cup. So it takes 8 ounces to make a cup, and we have only 5/8, so we don't have a whole cup yet. So we have a part of a cup, 5/8, and that would be part of a pint as well. So that would be 5/16. It takes 16 ounces to make a pint. So we have 5 out of the 16. It takes 32 ounces to make a quart. So that's 5 out of the 32. And it takes 128 ounces to make a gallon. So we have 5 out of the 28. So definitely have partial of everything. We have a whole 5 ounces. All right, let's go to our metric, which is milliliter and liter. So we have 5 milliliters, and it takes 1,000 milliliters to make a liter. So we have 5 out of the 1,000, or 5 thousandths of a liter. So there we have it, a little bit of measurement. And we'll move on to the next number 6 when we meet again. Have a great day.